Welcome to Too Long Didn't Read History, where I, a bored stay-at-home mom who misses teaching, teaches you a fun fact about history without boring you with the details. Monday, I gave you 3 fun facts about the ratification of the 19th Amendment, which gives women the right to vote in the United States. But it's important when we talk about the suffragist movement that we bring up the ways that Black women were undermined and used by the white women within that movement. There's no clearer example of this than with that of Sojourner Truth. Truth was born into slavery and escapes in 1826, and she becomes an abolitionist and an activist, and she gives a speech at a women's rights convention in Ohio in 1851. In this speech, she talks about the challenges of being a Black woman. She brings up topics of sexism and racism, and she also highlights Black strength within the United States. The speech is transcribed by somebody who's listening and immediately published in the paper. But 12 years later, the speech is retranscribed by a white woman named Frances Dana Gage, and the words are unrecognizable. Gage takes the dialect, Truth's original dialect. She was born in New York and actually grew up speaking Dutch. She takes that dialect and she changes it to that of a Southern slave, and also gives her the famous line, "Ain't I a woman?" though Truth never said that. Why does she decide that she needs to sound like a Southern slave? Because Gage wanted a more palatable Black woman to get Southern men and women on the side of the suffragists, and in doing so, she discredits Truth's experience and education. Historians argue that white women did this throughout the movement in order to maintain plausible deniability. You're a woman just like us, you're fighting for the same cause just like us, but in case anybody asks, we are not the same. It's also important to recognize that even though the 19th Amendment was passed in 1920, a majority of Black women would not gain access to vote until the Voting Rights Act of 1965 is passed 45 years later. This is something to think about when you hit the polls this year.